How is it going on, everybody? My name is Becoming the Series, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video on Call of Duty Vanguard. In today's video, we're gonna address some of the issues that the Call of Duty Vanguard Champion Hill Alpha had. They're not that many, but there's some slight little things that actually need to be fixed, and Sledgehammer themselves asked for this, and they said if you have any feedback, just share it with us. And here I am, just talking to a microphone and giving the best advice as I can, because Sledgehammer actually tends to listen to the fans and listen to the players. If you do not believe me, go back and take a look how World War II evolved over the years. And I have to mention, I really enjoyed my time, the 2-3 days that we played the Champion and Alpha. I wasn't that big of a fan of the trios, but duos I absolutely enjoyed it with my brother. Like, we played all day long. So the Alpha is a massive W for me, but there's slight little things that needs to be tweaked and changed for the beta and potentially for the full release. The first of them, which is I think the most important of them, Sledgehammer did address it and they said it's gonna be fixed. Black screening while you're injured. Like, when you get shot, you are blind. Even if you get shot on your toe, you are definitely blind, because it gets so dark and you cannot see where the enemies are and you cannot see where people are. It gets very annoying and very in the way. It actually reminds me exactly the way Modern Warfare was. If you got injured in Modern Warfare in the early days, you would get gray, like your screen would be colorless, and they fixed it eventually. So this will most likely be fixed as well. Oh, by the way, please make sure to subscribe to the channel for all things Call of Duty Vanguard. I will be covering the hell out of it. Go down there, click that red button, and subscribe to the channel and become part of the family. The second thing I want to actually address is dropping money. There was a lot of situations that I had money for the franking gun, and I just needed a little bit more to upgrade to the flame nut. And there was even one occasion that I had $15,000 in my pocket and my brother had $11,000. If he could drop all of his money to me, we would have won because of the V2 rocket. I mean, these are the occasions that you need a lot of money. There are little occasions like I have 10,000 money, but my brother only has 500 and he wants to buy the car. So I'll drop him 1,000 and he gets himself a car. I mean, a lot of possibilities here and there. It could potentially become OP if both players are really good and they just grind that money in. Buy flame nuts after V2 rocket, like everything. But for the majority of the time, I think it would actually be useful rather than OP. Now, another thing that needs to be mentioned, if you've played the Alpha a lot, you notice that the first guy talks a lot. Like, when you queue in the game and you actually get into the game, the first time you're in the buy arena and all of you are just waiting there for players to load, it takes about 20 seconds for all players to load, and then that guy talks for almost a minute, and then you're able to go and buy your stuff for, I don't know, 20 seconds again. That is way too long for the beginning of the game. But yes, the game is actually really long. You forget that beginning whenever you restart and go back to the beginning. But in general, I kind of think whenever he's talking and explaining the game, we should be able to move around and at least buy stuff. And right after he finished explaining, we should be hopping exactly into the game. That's a minor thing and a little thing, but I think it would make the game better and the game more fast and more enjoyable. Now, another complaint a lot of people had, and they are actually addressing it and they are actually fixing it, is auto-aiming through the wall and the names popping through the walls. Now, auto-aiming through the wall is not acceptable. Like, you shouldn't be auto-aiming through the wall. You shouldn't even know that person is there. And that is getting fixed. Thank God, because that was annoying. But seeing players through the destructible walls, I don't know if it was a bug or they did it on purpose, but I'm kind of digging it, because those are destructible walls. You are seeing a part of their body if you pay close attention. I think it's showing their names in red and just popping up is actually a good thing. I mean, I don't know, maybe if it was a bug, then fix it. If it wasn't a bug, let it stay in, because I actually kind of enjoyed that. I don't know, tell me down in the comments, what do you think about that? I mean, I'm actually curious. Do you want the names to be popping through the destructible walls or not? The next thing is a major issue I personally had, and I have no idea why it is like this. If you run through a destructible wall, it is silent. Like, it has no sound. I mean, I'm just gonna shut up. You listen to this audio and tell me if you hear any sound like at all.
Down to 3 lives, you! Double kill!
Like, this one for me is not acceptable. I don't get it. If you punch the wall, it's gonna make a little sound, but if you run through it, silent. Another thing that I noticed, not a major thing, but it's kind of weird to me. the XP does not count if you leave the game. And I'm not talking about when your team is still alive leaving the game. If you become 6th and like all your teammates are dead, all your lives are out, and you will not respawn anymore. If you leave then, the XP wouldn't count. You gotta spectate all the way through the match and let it be finished so that you can get your XP. I don't know if it was a bug for me. My brother was the same, so I reckon it wasn't a bug for us. And throughout the alpha, it remained like this, and they didn't fix it. So probably it was a bug, or maybe it was intentional. If it was intentional, please don't do that. Like, that's annoying. I don't want to sit through a full match while I'm done and I'm out. Another thing that I'm complaining about is too many buy rounds. And you might think, oh, yeah, we need too many buy rounds. I mean, it's part of the game. But I have video clip, and you're seeing it right now, of how many times I got to a buy round after a buy round and another buy round after that. Like, we went to a bonus buy round, then went into the actual buy round, then went out to play the game, then came back to a bonus buy round, and that was 4 buy rounds, 3 buy rounds in a row. It was annoying. The amount of buy rounds you go needs to be, I mean, I don't know. A randomized bonus buy round is a little bit weird to me. I don't know. It just puts you in too many buy rounds. Another thing that a lot of people are asking for is changing the minimap to the classic one. I don't know if it's gonna be like this in the beta, but what I ask and what I say actually is the minimap is really fine for this game mode. They don't bring back the classic minimap, the one that when everybody shoots is gonna show him on the red dot. I mean, this minimap in this game mode keeps the tactical aspect of it, but for the beta and for the 6v6 and normal multiplayer, we need the classic minimap. So please bring back the classic minimap, put it in multiplayer, but keep this minimap, the MW minimap, in this game mode because it's fun. And the final thing, which I'm kind of sure is gonna be fixed, but I had to put it in the video. When you're doing an execution, you see a pistol that belongs in Modern Warfare. And by that, I mean it does not belong in a World War II setting, because it wasn't made until then. And I'm sure it's a placeholder, and it will get fixed. But if you guys actually didn't notice it, I'm just telling it for you to fix it before launch, or before the beta actually. And that is everything that I thought was wrong with the alpha. It might have been a 10-minute video, but if I wanted to, you know, talk about the positive and talk about the things that I enjoyed, it would be an hour and 10 minutes. It was way good than it being bad. It was just amazing. And I hope Sledgehammer actually sees this and tries their best to actually deliver the best beta that it could ever be. Thanks everybody for watching the video up to this point. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to like the like button and seriously consider subscribing to the channel so you don't miss any of the upcoming content. Hope you guys have a wonderful day or night, and I will be seeing you guys later on.